Ludicrous feed is proudly sponsored by Carloop Data and Koba Car Insurance. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. We are going through the Tesla Model Y configurator here for Australia, 6th of April 2024. I'm doing this because there has been a recent price drop for the Tesla Model Y across all variants in Australia. So let's go ahead and have a look through the configurator. There's also a new color as well, which I'll talk about very shortly. Okay, so you can actually choose which state you are doing this from. I'm from New South Wales, so we'll do New South Wales. This does matter because there are different incentives for different states across our country. And then choose whether you want personal or business. So let's go ahead and do that. So at the moment in New South Wales and Australia for that matter, the Model Y rear-wheel drive pricing is $63,900. The dual motor all-wheel drive long-range Model Y, $72,900. And the performance Model Y, this is the one that's received the biggest drop so far, $82,900 for the performance Model Y. And the estimated delivery date for the performance Model Y is April to June 2024, which is actually pretty soon. Within like 3 months you can get your car. And same for the Model Y long range, and similar time frame as well for the rear-wheel drive Model Y. So how much have these prices dropped? So let's have a look at the Driven article here by, of course, our good friend Riz Akhtar from Carloop, who joins us on our weekly podcasts. And his headline is Tesla slashes prices for Australia's best-selling EV by up to $8,500. So there we go. The rear-wheel drive has dropped $1,500, down from $65,400 to $63,900. The long-range all-wheel drive from $78,400 to $72,900. So that's about $5,500. And these are all MSRP, by the way, before on-road costs. And the performance has dropped by the most, $8,500 from $91,400 to $82,900. So pretty impressive there. And Model Y also is the top-selling EV in Australia and the top-selling passenger car, ICE or EV, worldwide, which is actually pretty impressive. The Tesla Model Y has now overtaken the Toyota Hilux Ute here in Australia as of March 2024. In terms of number of cars sold. Alright, so let's go through each of the different variants. So the rear-wheel drive Model Y, 455 kilometers WLTP range. In the real world, you're probably going to be looking at closer to the high 300s. I've done a few road trips around Australia already, traveling at 100, 110 kilometers an hour. I think in our city streets, you can probably get closer to over 400 kilometers. The Model Y long range, 533 kilometers WLTP, and performance 514. Again, so probably take away 20% of the range for real-world estimates on the highway. Acceleration 6.9 seconds for the rear-wheel drive variant, and long range 5 seconds, and 3.7 seconds for performance, and that's with the 1 foot rollout subtracted. You can also buy a performance upgrade for the long range Model Y, which will drop that acceleration time from 5 seconds as well. Alright, so let's go through some of the features for the Model Y. Let's start with the rear-wheel drive variant. Let's have a look here for basic autopilot. Yes, so all cars come with basic autopilot. I do highly recommend that you try out basic autopilot for the first month or so before you think about maybe even upgrading to enhanced autopilot or the full self-driving package. We'll talk about that a bit later on in my walkthrough. And this is the main reason why I think the Tesla Model Y and Model 3 are the top-selling EVs in Australia, purely for the supercharging network. I realize that some of the network is open to all EVs, but there's nothing like actually plugging in a Tesla for the ease of charging. There's no app required, literally plug in and you walk away and it starts charging 99% of the time. Let's be realistic here, the Tesla supercharging network is the most reliable charging network in Australia and worldwide at the moment. Of course, over-the-air software updates, very frequently of course, probably the most frequent of all EV manufacturers currently. So Sentry Mode is unique to Tesla vehicles. This is the car using all the cameras around the vehicle to record basically as CCTV for your car. Very handy in a public car park, for example. Yep, lots of storage in the Model Y. And the mobile app is probably the best in market at the moment in Australia. Alright, let's have a look at the colors. So of course, white is included. Now, if you want deep blue metallic, which is the color that we've got, or solid black, it's an extra $1,500. If you want stealth gray, it's $2,300. That's different from Midnight Silver Metallic. That's been upgraded now, this new color, Stealth Grey, which is what the new Model 3s have as well. If you want Quicksilver, now this is a new color, $2,600. Now this is a very nice color. Tesla removed silver from its color range many years ago, but I'm glad it's back. I quite like seeing silver cars. And ultra red, $2,600. So this is now the same color as the new Tesla Model 3s as well. And in my opinion, this is the best looking color for a Model 3. Now the wheels have been upgraded as well. So 19-inch Gemini wheels, the same caps. However, they're all black now as opposed to having a white or silver trim around the spokes. So all black, 19-inch Gemini wheels included. If you'd like to upgrade to 20-inch induction wheels, it's an extra $2,400. Interior all black layout is included. The black and white is an extra $1,500. Your choice. I've seen videos where people have spilled stuff on the white trim and it still looks pretty good and easy to clean as well. Now in Australia, you only get the 5-seat interior. At the moment, 7 seats is not an option. So what are the current features? Of course, a big glass roof. I do highly recommend getting a sunshade for the glass roof because it can get quite hot. We'll keep monitoring to see whether Tesla includes any additional treatment such as silver coating to their roofs to help with heat rejection. Center display, of course, wireless charger, all vegan interior, advanced climate control. And yeah, so the rear-wheel drive, so the base Model Y comes with the premium audio, which is a very nice inclusion. 13 speakers, 1 subwoofer, 2 amps, immersive sound. And I must say, of all the EVs I've ever driven, Tesla ranks very highly in audio quality. And all the usual features of a Tesla interior, which I've gone through previously in other configurator walkthroughs as well. And I do highly recommend getting premium connectivity, which is $9.99 per month. You get things like live traffic visualization, satellite view maps, video streaming, karaoke, music streaming, and internet browser. The most useful is probably live traffic visualization for traffic monitoring when you're driving. You still get software updates regardless of whether you go standard or premium. Okay, so now back to basic autopilot versus enhanced and full self-driving capability. I've done videos on this before in the past, but the long and the short of it is that at this stage in 2024, I don't personally think it's worth the extra money. Definitely not worth extra money for full self-driving capability. It's up to you whether you want to get enhanced autopilot. I think the major benefit of this is the auto lane change. That's quite handy if you do a lot of highway driving for overtaking slower vehicles, because then you don't have to disengage autopilot to get the car to change the lanes for you. But otherwise, there's not that much of an inconvenience if you don't want to pay the money. The basic autopilot is actually pretty good already. Does the lane centering. There's also adaptive cruise control. And despite having enhanced autopilot, unfortunately, phantom braking still does occur anyway. So in my personal opinion, having driven a Tesla for many years and done many road trips, I think the basic autopilot is a fantastic inclusion as it is. So definitely worth trying out in the first month without the extra features like enhanced autopilot or full self-driving capability, and see how you go with just the basic autopilot. Now, full self-driving capability. Now, I certainly do not recommend buying this at the moment. Of course, you might read online that FSD Beta, or FSD Supervised as it's called now, is being rolled out to more cars in North America. They keep hinting that it's going to go worldwide, but look, honestly, I've heard that for many years now from Tesla. I don't have a timeline as to when they'll be rolled out across the world. Elon Musk himself has said it's subject to local laws and controls. So, I don't know. I think buy at your own risk. $10,000 is a lot of money for, at the moment, not much benefit. So I think hang on to your cash and just see how you go with just normal basic autopilot at the moment before paying money for the full self-driving capability. That's just my honest opinion. Okay, so charging. Home charging equipment is not included with your vehicle. Certainly not the mobile connector, and you definitely don't get the wall connector either. There are options to buy either the in-house Tesla equipment or third-party equipment as well. And then you can order your Model Y, estimated delivery April to June 2024. And to order your vehicle, it's just as easy as picking your options and then just press continue to order, review your design, and then a $400 deposit is applicable. And then you literally order with your credit card online like this. And it's just as easy as doing that. And keep in mind too, there is a $1,400 delivery and $400 order fee. Unlike other configurators where there is no order fee, you just pay a deposit for the final price of the vehicle. So there's an extra $1,800 there included in the price. So as I said before, depending on which state and territory you live in, there are incentives available. Unfortunately for New South Wales and Victoria, our two biggest states, the EV rebate and stamp duty discount no longer applies. So the price is now the price. For example, stamp duty in New South Wales is now an extra $2,385. So here's a quick way to compare the different states. So if you go down here to the driveway price, in New South Wales, the vehicle driveway price is $69,242 after on-roads. In the ACT, $66,339. There's no stamp duty in ACT, which is great. In Northern Territory, $68,420. Queensland, $67,774, but I believe there is also a discount available for Queensland residents as well. South Australia, $69,217. Tasmania, $68,957. Victoria, $69,505. And WA, $71,042. The higher price is due to their local stamp duty, which is $4,271. So that's a quick walkthrough for the rear-wheel drive variant. I'll just quickly show you the long-range variant as well. So there it is there. Long range, you get the different colors as well. It's available. Gemini wheels is included. The 20-inch induction wheels cost extra. Black interior included. And same price for the options for enhanced autopilot and full self-driving capability. And then for performance, for an extra $10,000, you get increased top speed. 21-inch Uber turbine wheels as standard, performance brakes, lowered suspension, aluminium alloy pedals, and carbon fiber spoiler. 21-inch Uber turbine wheels included, and black seating is standard. So there it is, the Tesla Model Y with a huge price reduction across the board for all variants, and the different driveway prices as noted here in the walkthrough. Alright, well I hope you all enjoyed that video. That's my quick walkthrough of the Tesla Model Y with the updates for the different prices as well as the new color in Quicksilver and a very quick delivery date of April to June 2024. This is already April when I'm doing this video, so yeah, less than 3 months for potentially a new Model Y here in Australia. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll leave my Tesla referral link in the video description below if you'd like to use it. Otherwise, leave a comment below for any questions or queries relating to Tesla Model Y or anything else you might have heard today on the video. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy charging.